Ciao Juventini, Alberto here. I've got all the news surrounding Juventus. We're going to take a look at the double training session that took place today and three players that unfortunately suffered knocks. We'll take a look at their status. And through this training session, we had a special visitor. We'll talk about that. And Max Allegri experiments with a four-man backline. We'll take a look at the players and what roles they were fulfilling in this four-man back set, okay? And then Mirko Di Natale gives us two names to keep tabs on in the future at Juventus, as management very much appreciates these two players. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is the AJC. Let's rock. We're going to kick things off with, obviously, European play has commenced, but Max Allegri, obviously with Juventus not being a part of it, wants to keep the intensity up as he is off to his best start in the second stint, coming out with 10 points out of a potential 12. He's got Chiesa and Vlahovic firing as they have got 7 goal contributions between the two of them, okay? That is only second best to 2017-18 Higuain and Dybala, who had scored 10 between the two of them in the opening 4 matches, all right? So, again, he wants to keep everything rolling, keep the intensity up. We got a double training session today. And, unfortunately, some knocks. Rabiot got in a collision, had to leave, was evaluated after what seemed to be in quite a bit of pain on the pitch. However, he was able to return, so it looks like a scare has been avoided there from a player that is a lock in the midfield next to Locatelli. The only competition right now in the middle of the pitch is between Miretti and Fagioli, okay? As far as Sandro, he had to leave the pitch limping, and he's got a muscular injury in his thigh. They have to evaluate and see what's going to happen. This does not change Max's plans moving forward, as Gatti has found himself as a starter on the team. So for Sassuolo, we were already set to go with Gatti, Bremer, Danilo as your back three, okay? In terms of McKennie, coming off a fantastic performance against Lazio, he unfortunately had ice on his knee and was wearing a brace. Hopefully is nothing serious there, but again, we will know more in the coming days as training continues leading up to that match against Sassuolo. All right, now also at the training session, Spalletti was there discussing things with Allegri, speaking to Giuntoli, but he also spoke to a couple players, Fagioli and Keane. So maybe these guys will get involved with the Azzurri moving forward. I hope so. I think Fagioli should be a part of it, and I also think Moise Keane should as well. So fingers crossed there. But the big one again, yet again, Max Allegri experimenting with a 4-3-3 in training. What he had was Kostic as a fullback with Iling Jr. and Weah as your wingers, okay? So I was pretty strong-minded on this opinion leading up to the match against Lazio, and I said, with our team currently building chemistry, I would continue to let that develop in the 3-5-2. It appears that all the players are starting to understand their roles in that setup. I think we do at some point need to see a 4-3-3, and it can help us get guys like Iling Jr. minutes. But I wouldn't start things off that way. I think this could be a nice in-game switch and moving from the 3-5-2 into a 4-3-3 and allow guys to still stay out there and share the pitch, like Kostic, Iling Jr., for example, and whatnot. And through that, we could see what could happen and what potential is there for a 4-3-3. I wouldn't just kick it off at the start of a game like that, but if we have a lead, I would move to it with certain substitutions. And injuries and whatnot are going to happen, and this might be something we would have to see at some point. But right now, again, we talked about 10 points out of 12, Chiesa and Vlahovic rolling. I don't know if I just mess with everything quite yet, but you guys know the drill. You let me know what you think in the comment section. I think as a change mid-game, hopefully with a lead, this would be great to see what we can do, and then, of course, get some other bodies involved. But outside of that, the news, contract extensions, we know we got guys set to take contract extensions to help out the books. Rugani and Szczesny have their discussions already underway, looking to extend with Juventus. For Rugani, they don't know if it's going to be 1 year or 2 year, but trying to bring that salary down from 3.5 that he's getting to about 1.5. Szczesny's going to go down from 7 take home to about 5 million euros, okay? As far as two names Mirko Di Natale gives us to keep tabs on in the future, Manu Kone from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Apparently, Juve's management is very, very interested in this potential player and bringing him in, and we'll have to keep tabs on his status and his future moving forward. But still, the name we heard all through the summer, Habib Diarra, he is also the other name, according to Mirko Di Natale. All right, this wraps up your news update to today. You guys know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, but hit me in the comments and let's mix it up. 4-3-3. Is it time or do we wait? Do you want to see it in a mid-game tweak, like I was saying? Let me know. Let's mix it up. Can't wait, and I'll be back tomorrow. And stay tuned and keep your eyes peeled for another collaboration between myself and our friends at Bianconeri Zone, as Ale and myself will be recording a session again later today, and that should be available to you tomorrow. All right. As always, fino alla fine, forza Juve. Ciao tutti.